How you guys doing? It's me, Nurdin again. Shared another video. I shared another video, but this time it's not going to be about business. I'm going to put all that business stuff to the side, and I want to talk to you more about you and what you're capable of doing. So this is a really interesting video, and the more you understand what I'm talking about, the more you'll be pretty impressed in what you're capable of actually doing, and this is really one of the reasons why I made this video, because I wanted to share an idea with you that has literally changed my life. It's something that has evolved over the years, and I have some absolutely incredible mentors and teachers in my life, and I have been led to some pretty strong convictions over the years, which you and I are capable of doing. Unfortunately, I think many people go through life thinking some people got it and other people don't. I often say most people are extras in their own movie. They make someone else the star and they never live up to their full potential. See, the truth is there's no one alive that can guess what you and I are capable of doing. Not even the wisest scientists can even guess at what you are doing. There's only two sources of reference where we have to go to find out about ourselves. One is science and the other one is theology. Now, both of these two areas clearly indicate that you and I have infinite potential. Think about what that means for a minute. You and I have infinite potential. I thought about that for a long time, and I came to the conclusion I really don't know what it means. Infinite means no ends. It keeps going. It doesn't matter how much we do, we can do more. It doesn't matter how well we do, we can do better. All we have to do is look at the world records and the Olympic records and sport records and take a look at the business today. Take a look at what we have accomplished. Take a look at the way we communicate today. Take a look at the way we travel around the world. We're not living in the same world we used to live in. The world isn't getting bigger; it's actually getting smaller. It's shrinking. It's because we're becoming more aware of who we are and what we are. You see, I've come to the conclusion that you and I are spiritual beings. Now, I would like to clarify something right from the beginning here. I'm not going to get into religion because I'm not qualified to talk about religion at this point, but I do believe I'm qualified to talk about about the spiritual aspect of our personality, because I studied this for years and I've worked at it ever since I found out about it. Every day and all day, I just keep working at this, and I've come to the firm conviction that you and I are spiritual beings. We live in a physical body. And I think most people grow up thinking this is who they are, the body. This is not who they are. This is the house they're living in. This is a miraculous structure. We are really spiritual beings. Now for my own honesty, I believe if your program of development doesn't have a spiritual foundation, it's incomplete. You can have a great program, but it's incomplete. Because you see, we have to go to the primary cause of results. Now, you and I have been created different from any other form of life in this planet. We were given creative faculties. They're intellectual factors. I spoke with many people, and I spoke with many different people, and no one could tell me what their intellectual factors were. Napoleon Hill and his great research, he said an educated person is not necessarily a person with abundant of specialized, generalized knowledge. An educated person is a person who's so developed the faculties of their mind that they're able to acquire anything they want, and it's equivalent without violating the rights of others. It's an outstanding idea. I think we have to take a look at what education is. He points out education comes from educo. It's a Latin word meaning to develop from within. It's not hammering information into your brain. It's becoming more aware of what you got inside. Now, it's how we use these intellectual factors that's going to dictate our emotional state or the vibration we're in. Now, in this particular video or presentation, I'm not going to get into intellectual factors. I will cover that in another lesson, but it's how you're using your intellectual factors that's going to determine your emotional state. See, no one can upset you without your permission. This is incredible information here. So let's investigate about the spiritual side of your personality, because that's where it all is. You see, spirit is on the present. Spirit is 100% evenly at all places at the same time. Spirit is all knowing. Spirit, in other words, all the knowledge and all the power that has ever been is 100% evenly present at all places at the same time. All the power and all the knowledge is evenly present. Do you know what that means? Think about what that means for a minute. All the knowledge and all the power is within us. We don't have to get energy; we release energy. You see, I enjoy working hard. It helps me. It helps me get a better sleep at night. And once I wake up, I have no intention of slowing down. Um, I have no intention of slowing down. As a matter of fact, the more aware I am, I tend to speed up. You see, we don't have to slow down. We have to calm down. We don't have to open. We want to open. We want to open and let the spirit flow freely through us. All the knowledge and all the power is everywhere present. The way we build the internet has always been here. We just weren't aware of how to do it. The way to fly airplanes has always been here. We just weren't aware of how to do it. By see, we have been letting logic control our paradigm, and our paradigm was controlling our logic. We've got to get out of the box. We've got to get into ideas that are totally illogic. We gotta. That's what Christopher Columbus did. That's what the Rakes brothers did. That's what Gates did. They took us in a world outside and took a look and said, "Look, we're all a part of this. We're all a part of it, and we got these incredible powers, and we're all a part of it." But not many are aware. So I quoted Dr. Werner von Braun. He's considered the father of the space program. He said, "The natural laws of this universe are so precise, we don't have any difficulties building a spaceship. We can send people to the moon, and we can time the fraction of the landing of a second." And he also said these laws were set by someone, which is an interesting point. See, I believe these laws has been created by God Almighty. A law is something that happens every time, with every person, everywhere. One, the laws. This is one, I can give you one name. The name of is the law of vibration. The law of vibration operates in frequency. The law of vibration, everything moves. The law of vibration, everything moves, nothing rests. The walls, like if you look at the walls around you right now, the walls around you are moving. If you took a microscope and looked at it, you would see it moving. I often tell people in seminars and meetings that the body in a coffin is moving. They usually think I lost it at that point, but if you look at the corpse and the remaining of the corpse, you will see it's moving. And if it wasn't, how would I ever change to dust? See, that should keep you thinking for the next couple years. But there's millions of level of vibration. I'm just sharing the basics with you. Let's think about it. Let's think about this for a second. The highest part of your spiritual, the highest part of you is your spiritual, right? And the lowest part is your physical. And right here in the middle, right here is the center, is your control panel. It's the control panel of our life. It's the control panel of our life, our intellect. It's what we've been given to choose with. We choose to grow or not. See the basics of law. See the basic law of life is create or disintegrate. Well, we got this intellect. We got this intellect power, and if we use it properly, we can start to understand that the frequency. If you start using your intellect, your control panel, your intellect, if you use it and understand, we got this. You'll understand that everything is connected. Everything is fully connected, and everything is connected to the one above, and it's connected to the one below. And now we are going to, and now we're going to go a long way with this concept here. I'm telling you, that means everything is connected. There's just one power, and you see, in this, and you're seeing everything manifested in that power. Let's have a let's take a look at this for a minute. Excuse me, your infinite potential, right? Okay, so like I said, you got your spiritual at the top, you got your physical in the bottom, and then you got your control panel, the intellect, right here in your mind, right in the middle. Now let's activate our intellectual factors, one of them at least. Once we activate it, and then something changes, and once we activate it, and then something changes in the mind, we tap into our spiritual side. See, and once we tap into our spiritual side of our personality, spirit is everywhere, and where is thought is everywhere. So. So thought is everywhere, and if we start to think, that's the highest function we're capable of doing. The highest function we're capable of. Then we pull together the ideas, and you hold that idea. You hold that idea in your mind, and it will manifest itself. It'll move itself into a physical form, And it's really incredible information here. Andrew Carnegie said, "An idea that is held in the mind is either feared or revered, will begin to clothe itself in the most convenient form appropriate and the most convenient physical form available." Um, Now think about that for a minute. This is the result. The results in your life are the manifestations that the results in your life the whole time that you've been getting are the ideas that were in your mind. So you got to really emotionally get involved with the ideas you have in your mind, and that'll make it move to physical form, and then you'll be able to eliminate what you're trying to do, because everything starts from the mind, right? So this is a video that just made, and I have more that's coming up. I'd love to share more with you, and start making more lessons on it. Um, just use these ideas and think back, and go back and just recheck it, and you know what I mean, and really think about what you're really capable of doing, because there's so many things that you can really do, and all those negative ideas, throw them out the window. You don't need those negative ideas, because you don't want to hammer something in your mind, and then you don't want to hammer negative in your mind, and then you emotionally feel it. Then it'll make you feel like a down person. It just make you feel negative all the time. So you got to get into some real positive stuff, and emotionally feel that. Once you emotionally feel that, hold that in your mind for a little bit. Hold that in your mind, and then it'll move into physical form. It just happens. It has to happen. There's no way else. Anyway, I have more videos that I'll cover for you, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Um, uh, but like I said, I have more coming up every week and more updates. And also, I'm working on a mobile app. This mobile app called ILA. It's a personal development app where you guys can download. Anybody all over the world can download it. You can just download it and just look at it. And I have videos every week. Every week I have something posted up. I have many things that'll benefit you. How to make cash, personal development, thing that an app that will actually pay you in so many different ways. So be on the lookout, and I'll put in the description box in the bottom. So stay in touch, and I'll see you guys. Have a good one, guys.